Hey, what up, YouTube fam? Welcome to another episode of Moonstar Station, your place for comics, movies, and games. And today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. We're gonna go ahead and go through the image catalog for the month of June here. So you can find these at your local LCS for free. But yeah, I figured we can go ahead and just go through my most anticipated releases this month and just talk about them a little bit. So starting off, we have the Geiger trade paperback, Volume 3. This is going to be coming from Geoff Johns, and this is part of the Ghost Machine label. So this is going to be following the adventures of the Glowing Man, Tariq Geiger. And yeah, we're finally getting the next installment in trade paperback. This is something that I kind of ended up missing out on in terms of the single issues, but I have been keeping up with the trade paperbacks. So I'm looking forward to seeing the next chapter on this one. It's been a really fun read so far. I've been enjoying a lot of it. So if you're a fan of Geoff Johns, it's like a definite pickup for sure. Next, we got the G.I. Joe hardcover book 1. This is going to be coming out on June the 11th. And this is going to be coming out of Joshua Williamson as the writer. And we have Tom Riley, Andrea Milana, and Annalisa Leone as the artists. So this right here is just going to be collecting the first few issues of the G.I. Joe revival series. And this is going to be part of the Energon universe. So, I'm a big fan of Joshua Williams' writing here lately. And for those of us who haven't been able to keep up with the single issues, this is a great way to keep up. And it looks like it's going to be around 256 pages. So it's going to be a nice chunk of material here. And this is right on time because G.I. Joe just started a new arc with issue number 7. So this is a great way to catch up and in order to keep up with the newest story arc that they have going on. Next, we're gonna go ahead and move on to, let's see here, this new series, Bloodletter. This is gonna be coming out June the 18th. This is gonna be coming from the writing team of Joseph Illich, Tim Seeley, with Christian Rosado on the art. And this is gonna be following a character from the Spawn universe. I'm not too familiar with Spawn. Like, I like his design. I really like the cheesy 90s movie with Michael J. White, but just not too familiar with the universe. And evidently this is going to be following a character, Tasha Thornwall, who is the Bloodletter, which is like a mystical mercenary in the secret underground of the world. And it looks like they do have a history with Al Simmons. So when she finds out that Al Simmons is alive as Spawn, it looks like she's gonna make it her mission to hunt him down and chase him. So it looks like we do have some intrigue right there. Next we have Bug Wars issue 5. This has probably been like one of the best series that I've read in 2025. It's coming from writer Jason Aaron and the artist is Mahmoud Azar. And this is going to be the penultimate issue. So unfortunately, it looks like their first arc is coming to an end here after issue number 6. But this is going to be continuing the adventures of Slade Slaymaker as he enters the Weird Web. So, very exciting stuff. Definitely looking forward to that. Next, on June the 18th as well, we got the second issue of Battle Beast. So this is going to be coming from Robert Kirkman, Ryan Ottley, and Annalisa Leone. Fantastic series so far. I've been having a lot of fun with this. It was off to a really great start. I really enjoyed the momentum that they're starting off with. So, he's not really like a hero per se. He's just a character that's trying to, satiate an almost insatiable, lust for violence. So hopefully he'll find it. Really fun series so far. Next, we also have the trade paperback of Volume 1 for Grommets. So this is gonna be coming from Rick Remender and Brian Posehn on the writing. It's gonna be coming from artist Brett Parson. And on this, I never really got the chance to get into this. I picked up issue number 1, but by the time that I was able to pick it up, this series was already concluding. And even though they had to wait for issue number 7, finally the story is complete. And it looks like we're going to be getting the whole story in paperback form. It's going to be collecting issues 1 through 7. And this is basically just a love letter to skateboard culture, 80s culture. So if you're a fan of things like the Brat Pack, things like that, Freaks and Geeks, it's kind of evoking that kind of vibe. And with Rick Remender, yeah, you're either gonna be a fan or you're not. But personally, I'm a fan. I really enjoy a lot of his stuff, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. We also have the Local Man Deluxe Hardcover Volume 1. So this is gonna be coming out on June the 25th. This is gonna be coming from writer Tim Seeley, and the artist here is gonna be Tony Fleecs. So Local Man, it basically follows a hero who was part of a super team, and he had to leave it all after a controversy. So he ends up moving back in with his mom and dad in the Midwest in a basement. So basically he's trying to pick himself up and be a hero again, but this time a lot more small time. So that's the title, Local Man. I already got to pick up volume 1 in trade paperback, so now I'm really looking forward to actually getting this deluxe hardcover. It's a really fun story. The art is fantastic. This is gonna be collecting issues 1 through 13, and some one-shots. So if you haven't had the chance to pick up Local Man, there's already multiple volumes out, but it looks like this is gonna be a great way to start off the story with a beautiful deluxe hardcover. Next, we also have this new series coming out. It's News from the Fallout. So this is gonna be a new mini-series coming from writer Chris Condon, who has been currently busy with Ultimate Wolverine, which has been a great series so far. And it's gonna be supplied with art by Jeffrey Allen Love. So this story, it's almost gonna be like kind of Fallout-esque. In 1962, it looks like there was in this universe there was a nuclear bomb test that just went horribly wrong, ended up irradiating the world and basically causing this fallout here. So yeah, I've always been a big fan of Fallout, that kind of vibe. It's almost like it's evoking that, and it's featuring some really beautiful black and white art coming from Jeffrey Allen Love. It almost has like a smoky vibe, hazy vibe. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Looks like it's gonna be really fun. So we also have coming out this new series, Lazarus Fallen #1 as well. This is gonna be coming from Greg Rucka and Michael Lark. So it's my understanding that the Lazarus series has been a series that's been ongoing for a while now. Looks like they got 4 volumes already. But this new story arc is gonna be basically the main character, Forever Carlisle. She's a Lazarus who's basically a genetically engineered soldier, and they get controlled by the wealthiest families in the United States. And this story arc looks like she's taking everything down. Everything is just going down. She's gonna go ahead and just bring an end to all this kind of stuff. So I'm a little unfamiliar with this series so far. So if it's any good, I'm definitely gonna work my way back here and see if I can go ahead and catch the whole story from the beginning. It's my understanding it has to be pretty good if there's 4 volumes. So really looking forward to that one. We also have the Seasons trade paperback. This is gonna be coming June 18th, and this is also another Rick Remender joint, but on this one the art is gonna be by Matthias Lopez and Paul Azaceta. So this story is gonna be like almost like a murder mystery. So this follows the Season sisters, who come from a family of detectives. So after their parents' disappearance, now the sisters are working in order to unravel the mystery of this evil circus. Don't want to give too much away here, but I really love the story so far. The pop art aesthetic has been fantastic. I really love the colors, the use of almost that like 1960s vibe as well. Almost a little Andy Warhol-esque art. But this series has been great, and it's collecting the first 4 issues of the story. So it's going to be right on time in order to catch people up, because it looks like they're starting the second chapter, the second half of the story, starting from issue 5 going onward. So, if you haven't had the chance to pick this up in single issues, this is a great opportunity to get caught up here on what's going on. I also wanted to highlight a release from Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. It looks like we're getting the Criminal Trade Paperback Volume 7, Wrong Time, Wrong Place. So for those that are unaware, Criminal is actually getting a TV show adaptation on Amazon Prime. And in honor of that, they've been re-releasing the Criminal stories under this new format for trade paperback. They have like a new cover, things like that. So, for those that haven't been able to pick up the previous editions, or to pick up the omnibus that they have, which have been recently released, which are fantastic, by the way. They're releasing these trade paperbacks so that way we can catch all the stories. And with Criminal, it doesn't have to be followed in a chronological order. You can read any of the stories in any order. And, they don't follow any chronology really, but the characters in each story, they all intertwine with one another. The stories connect every now and then, so you have that connective tissue of that universe. But really fun stories. I think Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips are a dynamic duo. Basically, a lot of the stuff that they create is fantastic. They tend to write more noirish, pulp noir stories. So if you're really into like crime, that kind of stuff, more crime stories, this is a definite pickup. And this is going to be coming out on June the 18th. So if you want to go ahead and pick that up right there. Coming this month as well on June the 18th, we're also going to have the second issue of Exquisite Corpses, number 2. So the issue number 1 of Exquisite Corpses got off to a great start. Really, really compelling story so far. And issue number 1 was a mega issue. It was like 60 pages, or if I'm not mistaken. So really, really fun. Great series coming out of James Tynion IV, Michael Walsh. Just really fantastic start, and I'm looking forward to issue number 2. I'm really intrigued to see what they're going to be coming up with. And it looks like with each cover C polybag variant is going to include a trading card. So, if you guys are into that as well, keep an eye out for that, so that way we can go ahead and, collect the whole set of 13 cards, it looks like. So it looks like it's going to be a 13 issue series, and just cannot wait to see that next one. All right, comic book fam, thank you so much for joining me on this first episode of going through the monthly catalog. If you guys saw anything that you're gonna pick up as well, or if you have any recommendations that maybe I'm not aware of, feel free to leave that in the comments below. Otherwise, be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Y'all take care.